This was honestly love at first bite. Paprika was always just a spice I was quite meh about, but Chicken Paprikash changed that completely.
Now, before I get torn to shreds in the comments, this is not authentic traditional chicken paprikash, okay? But it is an inspired, home-cook friendly, incredible paprika sauce that is the next best thing.
To start with, we want to brown off some chicken, which I've hit with a bit of salt. It helps cook the chicken and imparts some great flavour into the sauce. Normally I would use boneless chicken thighs to make things easier for myself, but I've gone with skin on and bone in as the dish really deserves the juiciest and most flavourful chicken, and that's what you get cooking on the bone. Once you get some nice colour all around, you can leave them to the side, and what's left behind is the perfect foundation to build the paprikash. I like to start with diced onion and let that soften for a bit. I've added a bit of butter to help scrape up the chicken bits. Now, I think traditional paprikash uses lard, but I tend to only have butter to hand at home, so use what you got. Then in goes some diced pepper, which can cook for a few more minutes, and tomato is a great addition here, lots of colour and flavour, and traditionally fresh should be used, but I love the extra intensity of sun-dried tomato, and I can boost it with some of that oil as well. Although that's probably a bit more than I was going for, whoops. If you want to use fresh though, get that in, it will all work. And actually, even just a spoonful or two of tomato paste would add some nice depth, so plenty of options. Now for the star of the show, the paprika.
Now this part is really key to the dish. I know some people are going to be offended by this, but hear me out. Traditional chicken paprikash is going to use a Hungarian paprika, which has a unique smokiness and sweetness to it that people will tell you has to be used for chicken paprikash. Now as this is inspired by it, and a home cook like me is not always going to be able to get this special Hungarian paprika, I just use a combination of smoked paprika and sweet paprika. This gives you the best chance of having an equal level of smokiness and sweetness that works a bit better than just using the one type.
The most important thing here is to take it off the heat, as paprika can burn easily. The residual heat is enough to activate it, so just mix it in, and this is where the smell just takes over and you get the beautiful deep dark colour as well. Now you really can't skimp on the paprika here either, it's got a taste of it to really make this dish sing. I was far too cautious the first time I tried it, so this is definitely a case where less is not more. Once that's combined, bring back the chicken with the skin facing up. I'm hoping it can crisp up a bit as we finish it in the oven. Then pour over some chicken stock, leaving room for the skin to be exposed at the top, and then it's into the oven for 25 minutes-ish or until the chicken is cooked through. Then what you've got is a deep, beautiful red liquid swimming with flavour, which honestly is absolutely incredible as it is. But there's something so luxurious about a smooth, creamy sauce that I can't resist breaking out the stick blender and giving it a good blitz. Although I do wish I had used my stand one instead of the stick, as this took an age. Ugh, the things I do for the camera. Eventually you should get this vibrant orange sauce that just needs a few finishing touches to be perfect. A big dollop of sour cream is essential. That light sour taste and a bit of richness is exactly what the dish needs to create that complete perfect flavour. I think flour is often mixed in with the cream, but this was thick enough for me as it is, so I'm not sure I needed it. And also completely optional, but I couldn't resist pouring in a touch of heavy cream, because who wouldn't want some of that mixed in? Now you've got that beautiful paprika sauce, it's yours to serve as you want. I'm foregoing the dumplings that a more traditional paprikash would go with for some simple pasta, and I pulled out the bones from the chicken thighs so I can just tuck straight in. On goes all that beautiful sauce, and then finish with a few parsley leaves, and well, yeah, this dish is fire. It may not be the authentic chicken paprikash, but holy moly if it's not just as delicious, and with simple ingredients too. Now get cooking.